Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark Interloper in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and we found our way here safely to Timberwolf Mountain, Mountaineer's hut. After making a trek from Pleasant Valley, I've got a fire started. Not a whole lot of time left on there, because I'm not sure what exactly we're going to do. But we made it safely. We've got a lot of loot in our inventory we need to drop. I wouldn't mind heading out while we still have a fire lit. Getting a torch and checking out the lake. Maybe getting some cattails or attracting a wolf over here. Just some of the thoughts I've got going on. Maybe I will add a little bit of fuel here just to keep the fire going. I would like to see what it would take to fix this hole. Oh, you know what? I remember now. We got to have the woodworking tools in order to get the hole patched in the roof here. And in order to get the woodworking tools, we need to go to Ash Canyon. So, anyway, let's, I think I'll put this fir wood on for now. Just to keep the fire going. Let's check on our water. Looks like I have a little bit of lag going on there as we get the game started. Okay, the water is done. Do a little bit more. Okay, let me see what we have in our inventory. I might want to drop some tea. Let's check our thermos. Did I put anything in the thermos in the last episode? Let's see. Transfer. Yeah. Oh, they're still hot even. I'm impressed. Okay. Let's drop these teas just to make sure they stay nice and hot. We're going to reheat them a little bit. Okay. Great, we got 2 hours, huh? Let's do a little bit of looting, because we just barely came inside. And, by the way, I had a request. And if you'd like to leave a comment with requests and things, please do so. I do read those. I do enjoy hearing and interacting with you guys. Command line. You left a comment. You'd like to see our stats at the beginning of the episode. So here are the stats currently. These are the levels of our skills. So we did get level 5 carcass harvesting. Cooking is at level 5. Fire starting is coming along slowly. Currently at level 4. Got a ways to go on that. The last, from level 4 to level 5 does seem to go quite slowly. It's probably like exponential or, stepped up in difficulty. Ice fishing, 0. We've got pretty much 0 skill, so we're at level 1 there. Same with rifle. Archery is getting up there at level 4. Mending's level 2. Revolvers at 0, pretty much, of course, and gunsmithing, because there are no guns, right, in this playthrough. Okay, water's done again. I wonder how much water we have. How much did we bring with us? We got almost 4 liters, so that's good. I think I want to set out here. Let's check how many torches we have. We've got a fair amount. Got plenty of torches. However, we're not going to leave the fire going. So I'll pull some torches here. We're going to need these anyway. If we go to Ash Canyon up to the gold mine, traveling through Timberwolf Mountain and whatnot, we're going to need plenty of torches. So I'm just going to pull some torches until we get the fire duration down pretty much to 0, I think. So we don't want to waste all this fuel. Even if we just leave the burned torches or the, the bad torches, or we're going to need every little bit of fuel we can get here at Timberwolf Mountain, the Mountaineer's hut, because I think at night, if we get a blizzard, we may not even be warm in this bed. We are going to need to keep the fuel on the fire so the fire lasts long. Okay, 23 minutes. Let's grab this, pick this up. I'm going to hurry and drop some of our loot. So pretty much this is a window of opportunity. I see the weather is nice outside, and I want to take advantage of that. And I'll drop that. I don't have a whole lot of exploring I want to get done. But I think it's worth it just to go out. And then when we get back, I'll do some looting. Take 4 pieces of coal. I know I've got some heavy stuff. I saw we got the tools here. Let's see. Medical's good. Clothing. Do we bring any extra clothing? Oh, we can leave our satchel here. Maybe we can finish that. That would be nice. Got the sports vest. Got some water we can drop. And the tools. Okay. Got some heavy stuff here. We can leave the tools here. Can leave an extra torch here. And got a gut we can drop. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Fire's almost out. Let's get this fire lit. Or sorry, a torch lit. There we go. Grab our tea. Depending on how cold it is, we might get away with not drinking a tea right now. But I will put it in our thermos. Okay. Ooh, the weather is already starting to change. Don't see any wolves out on the ice. And I'm a little bit afraid that we're actually going to run into Timberwolves now that we're at Timberwolf Mountain. Not particularly looking forward to trying to scare off a pack of wolves. I do want to get the cattails. I know we got down to like maybe 6 cattails in our inventory right now. And these are kind of our emergency food supply. We brought a little bit of meat with us from Pleasant Valley. Not a whole lot though. So getting some of these cattails harvested might actually be worth it. I'll probably go around the lake and end up at the fishing hut there. We can check out if there's anything in there. You know, I hardly ever come over this way. It seems like when I usually play and get to Timberwolf Mountain, so... Whoops. Okay, I don't need the cattail heads. I can drop that. And we got... Is that a rabbit? It might possibly be rabbits over here. On the other side of the lake, I think it's possible we could get a bear. And I think I saw a deer over there. So even just getting a little bit of meat stored up might be beneficial. Yeah, this is a really nice supply of cattails right here. Get our food situation replenished. And we got a log we can get on a tree just in case the wolves come. I can hear them. Wonder if they know I'm here. By the way, I'm not smelling. Okay, good. Just making sure. Don't want to be attracting the wildlife just yet. Especially with this, the wind kind of picking up here. I got a backpack. Nothing in the backpack, though. Wonder what the story is there. Why somebody abandoned their backpack here. What was chasing them? And what remains of their body? Did they get away? Hope so. Okay, torch is almost out. Let's get a new one. Okay, the wind is picking up. Let's make our way back around. No sign of the rabbits that I thought were over here. By the way, I'm going to check the time. So it looks like it's maybe 2 o'clock. So we still have quite a bit of daylight left. I probably should have dropped more loot. I feel like I'm kind of heavy. And I'm kind of regretting not bringing more meat. Bear meat or whatever. What is this? Wood? Got a little stash of wood here. Okay, so in the fishing hut, I'm hoping we might run across another hacksaw. I did bring a hacksaw, but I think it's at like 80% condition, and I don't have any metal, scrap metal, to do any repairs on it. But I think 80% is pretty good. Okay, I wonder what we're up to. We're probably up to like 20 on the cattail situation here. Let's get over to this fishing hut. And like I said, I think I saw a deer over here, so I might actually take a shot at the deer. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what our course of action is going to be. If we're going to do some looting in Timberwolf Mountain, we've got our hacksaw. We could potentially open up some cargo containers. Was that a wolf? Oh, we got a wolf, guys. There's a wolf. He's by himself, so that actually gives me hope. Let's see if we can get his attention. I think he's coming. Oh, he got scared. So either he doesn't like our bearskin coat, or the actual bear is coming. Got a fishing book. That'll be nice. Got some extra cloth. A little bit of firewood. Got a scrawled message. Have to make the canyon before dark. The howling went all night. Illegible. Okay. Are there any little fish hooks? Sometimes there's like these invisible fish hooks on top. Don't see anything. Okay, there's a... Is that the deer or the wolf? I think I might see the wolf. Let's see if we can get him to come close to the fishing hut here. Can you hear me, wolf? Sometimes if you throw things, it actually gets their attention. There we go. Got his attention. By the way, how many rocks do I have? 3? Okay. Alright, Wolfie. Step right this way to my office, please. Okay. Gotta do this right. Let's make sure I can back up if I need to. Hey, we got it. Just for safety, I wanted to back up into the fishing hut. That's what I was kind of maneuvering to do. I wanted the torch to be out of the way because I didn't want to actually scare him. I wanted to trigger a charge like you saw there. Oh gosh, right through the eye. Right through the sinus. Sorry about that, Wolfie. How do we want to do this? So I can get a fire. Let's see how cold I am. Am I a little bit cold without that torch? So I might actually have to get a fire right here. We don't need much of a fire. You know what? I'm going to use a new torch. I'm afraid if I fail the first attempt, I think my torch will be gone. So I'm actually going to get a new torch. Put this here. We use a stick. Nice. We got a little bit of meat. buys us a little bit of time. I don't know how much time we have though, because I can see the snowflakes already starting to
Come on, little fire. Come on.
starting to fall.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's put some sticks on. Let's put out the torch. Before I get some meat, let's I'm gonna put the water on. Okay, we'll start harvesting some meat here. I'll use a hacksaw. I'll just get all of it. There we go. All the meat. If we have time, I'll probably get the hide and the guts curing.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, we'll sort by calories here. Okay, I'm actually going to keep the meat on me. See if we can attract some more wildlife. As long as we have the fire going. I'm going to hang on to the reclaimed wood if I can. So we might want to make a fishing tip-up. Okay, it's going to take 28 minutes by hand. Nice, not bad. Let's do that. Looks like we're getting thirsty. There we go. Any predators coming? Okay, let's add a little bit more fuel maybe. Meat is almost done. Let's get a drink. Fresh meat. Nine minutes. Let's see, is there anything we need to do? Okay, we could prepare some birch bark. I think we harvested that birch bark on the ground on the way to Timberwolf Mountain, Mountaineer's hut. Guess we can go ahead and eat that. Okay, we've got about a half hour on the fire. Ooh, let's just get both guts with our knife, I think. Yeah, so hopefully the smell of this meat is traveling. Don't see any predators. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let's grab this. I'll cook some more meat. That might be all of it. Yeah. Okay. 42 minutes left on the fire. I think I want to take a quick look and see if there's a deer. Let's get it up to an hour. Okay. I'm going to see if there's a deer around the corner while this is cooking. I'll drop that. Okay, no smelly stuff. Oh, you know what? There's going to be some rose hips. Probably need to get some rose hips harvested to take care of our vitamin C deficiency. But I thought I saw a deer over here. Just pausing to listen, just in case the bear decides to come around. Found a maple. That's a good sign. Could get that curing, possibly make another bow if we need to. So this is the way we're going to come probably to climb the rope, get started on our journey. Or you know what, we're probably going to go to Ash Canyon first. So we won't be immediately coming over here. Ooh, that's a nice sight. Got the fishing hut with a fire out front. Can smell the smoke clear over here, so I'm surprised we haven't attracted the wolves. Okay, we'll peek over this little hill right here. If I don't see anything, we'll go back to the fire. There's a deer right there. And rabbits. Okay. I gotta be kind of quick about this because we got the meat cooking. Where is my torch? There it is. Drop that. Okay. Gotta wait for the deer to stop. There he is. He's still pretty far from me. For my liking. Need to get a little closer. I also have to be careful of the bear, which could be here. Where are you going, deer? I need you to stop. I'm gonna try it, guys. Got a hit and a kill. Awesome. That is really good. Let's get our torch. Where did you go, torch? Did you go out already? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go, actually, let me see. I'm going to grab some more mushrooms. I'm going to get some sticks that I saw. Get our arrow from the deer. And I need to get back to the fire. So the deer is on the little hill, right? I saw a rabbit there. Okay, here's our deer. Let's get the arrow. Thank you, deer. How much meat's on you? 8 kilograms, plus a deer hide. I got a rabbit I would like to get. I gotta drop my torch. It's gonna scare the rabbit when I drop it like that. But he'll be coming right back, I think. Oh, where did he run to? There he is. Okay. Let's get down. I'm gonna drop my torch. Whoops, there we go. Drop. Let's get a rock out. I suppose I could use the bow, but you guys know me and rabbits. Not so good at using the bow. Oh, or the rock, I guess. Alright, we'll try the bow. Make sure I'm using the right ammunition here. Missed. Try to get ahead of him. Okay, stopped. Got him. Nice. Let's switch arrows. Okay, we'll get out of here now. Head back to the fire, to the safety of the fishing hut where I can drop some loot. And then possibly come back and make a fire. Get that deer harvested up. Not too bad for a little hunting session. No sign of the bear. I wonder what he's up to. This is his lake. Crystal Lake belongs to the bear. Okay, I hope my meat has not burnt. I kind of took a chance there, leaving the meat cooking. There we go. It's nice the storm hasn't come in yet. Put our torch out. Oh, please don't be burned. Dang it. How about this one? Okay, that one's okay. Well, thought I was going to be quick enough. Let's take a torch.
Use a drink.
Get the fat. Got a feather. Okay, we're going to drop this stuff inside.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, what else are we going to drop? Got some bad torches. Got the hide. Sapling. Yeah, I'll drop that. We're going to use the sled probably. I would think. Drop the books. And we'll drop a liter of water. Can't wait to get that technical backpack, guys. It's going to really help out with my weight situation, in addition to the moose hide satchel. Let's get a drink.
Feels like night is coming.
Yeah, no, night is coming. Not sure what the weather's going to do, but it's a beautiful night. Probably not a bad idea to harvest some of this old man's beard, even if I don't keep it with me. Could have an extra bandage at the Mountaineer's hut. It's a pretty calm evening. The wind has stopped, guys. Snowflakes have stopped. Cold breeze coming down. A little bit of cold air coming down from Timberwolf Mountain, I think. Yeah, we're starting to get cold. Once that sun goes down, man, the cold just hits you like a wall. Okay. Oh, and we even got a little bush here. That's nice. Let's get a new torch. Oh, no. Seriously? Okay, let's hurry, hurry, hurry. This is our one chance to get a fire. My torch is out, and we are out of torches. I didn't realize we were completely out.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, come on, Astrid, you can do this. Don't fail. Ho ho, nice.
Perfect.
Let's add some sticks. We made it. Okay, let's get this meat harvested. Maybe I just want to quarter the deer. How long is that going to take? An hour. I think I better do it, guys. I'm going to do an hour's worth of water. And then let's just get this guy quartered. Come on. Quarter. I'm going to use the saw. Hopefully the weather stays good. I mean, this is perfect weather for this. Barely have enough fuel on the fire to stay warm. Okay. Water's done. Got 41 minutes left on the fire. We're going to grab a couple of torches, I think. Let's get the sled out. Shoot. I may not be able to sustain this fire. Wait a minute. Is it destroyed? Wait. What's going on here? Where's my sled? Oh, there we go. I was just clicking on the wrong thing. Okay. Kind of panicked for a minute there. Okay, is it worth trying to keep this fire going? I mean, I might have to. Tell you what, let's move the fire. We're gonna move the fire back to the fishing hut. And then I'll put fuel inside the little stove in the fishing hut. And then, if we need to, we can come back and get the fire from the fishing hut. It's probably a good strategy. Ooh, what is that? Is that a wolf? Something coming towards me. I think it might be a wolf. Right there. What are you up to, wolf? I could try to shoot him, I guess. Alright, Wolfie, we need more food. Do you want to participate in this? Nice. Okay. Got 2 arrows. Thank you, Wolfie. Let's get this fire back to the fishing hut. Well, one nice thing about shooting 2 wolves is it does kind of limit the predator presence here at the lake. Makes it easier for me to get back here with the sled full of meat. Let's get this fire started.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, we've got an hour and 15 minutes. Let's do a little bit more even. You know, I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff. Let's drop our lantern. Shoot. I even want to drop our bedroll, I think. Let's drop it in here. Yes. Drop this. Drop the bedroll. I'm going to drop the pot. Drop that. I'll keep our knife. And our hatchet. Okay, let's go. Looks like our energy is almost gone. Alright, Wolf, we may have to come back for you in the morning. Don't exactly feel safe staying out much later. Just want to get back to safety with this deer and the hide and everything. Yeah, temperature's dropping quickly, and I don't have a lot of fuel. I prefer not to use my coal if I can avoid it. Alright, let's go. Oh, you know, I should probably have my bow out. Hold on. Let's get our bow out. Alright, now we can go. Just in case Mr. Bear decides to show up. Let's say hello.
Sure getting cold.
It looks like the moon might be coming out. A little bit of moonlight on the rocks there. Guys, I'm really happy with this. We got 2 wolves and a deer, a bunch of meat, some hides, some guts. Got that maple sapling. This is actually working out really well. My biggest concern right now is just the fire, figuring out our fire situation. Okay, you know what? An hour. I'm actually going to, I'm going to put a piece of coal on. Just to make sure that doesn't go out. Let's put all this in our sled. I think that's everything, right? Let's put all this in our sled. Especially the smelly stuff. And I can put all the water in there. Got some hides and guts and things. Okay, sort by weight here. That should be good enough. Let's go. Let's get our bow out. Oh, we got some snowflakes. Storm might be coming back. Okay, yeah, so I used that piece of coal kind of as insurance. Just want to make sure the fire doesn't go out. In the event, we want to keep things going here. Yeah, so to be honest with you guys, I have to take a quick break here. So once I get inside, I'm going to save my progress. And then I'll reload. We'll continue from there. Just have to take a break for a minute. You won't even know I'm gone. Like the penguins on Madagascar. Right. Anyway, let's get up here. Glad we have our sled for this. Okay, you know what? Let's unload everything. Oh, can't even move. Let's get inside. It's so dark. So it's nice we can actually save our progress here. Just by doing that. There we go. Saved our progress. Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And it is dark. Man, I can hardly see anything. Let's drop what we can here. Drop the hides and the maple sapling. Is everything else in here? Okay, why am I so heavy? It's all of water? How much water do I have? 3, almost 4 liters. Let's get a little bit of a drink, I guess. Drop our rabbit. Let's see. We can drop some water. Ooh, I can see the weather is changing quickly out there. I might just try to run and get our fire. Bring it back here. Let's see. I'll drop the book and the wood. I've got 2 sticks. Drop that. Okay. I think, you know, I'm just exhausted is what it is. I'm so heavy because I'm exhausted. It's part of it. All right, let's go retrieve. Let's go retrieve our fire.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm just going to bring all this inside for now. Let's get these guts curing. I'll move the meat bag inside. Maybe. Right there. Okay. Let's get our bow out. I don't anticipate we'll be running into any predators because we just killed those 2 wolves. But you never know. You can still hear wolves howling. Out here somewhere. Okay, guys. Well, that was kind of fun. Since I've already broken the immersion, pausing the game, I'll tell you what I did. We live in the mountains. There's a stream that runs down through the canyon, and at some point it has to cross a busy road. So at this busy road crossing, it's kind of like a bridge over the river, and there's a very large culvert pipe that the river, or a stream, it's more like a stream. It's not a big river, but just like a stream diverts through there. And my daughter and her friends, they wanted to continue a tradition that I did when I was younger, and lots of people who grew up in this area did. Which is you get an inflatable tube or a raft of some kind. Usually it's like an old car tube or a inflatable tube of some kind. And they have this big board that they will block the flow of water through this pipe. Oh no, here comes the storm. Anyway, they'll sit down on their tube, block the water behind them, and then once the water's piled up, they will let the water out. You know, move the board. And the water comes rushing down. It's just kind of a fun little water slide. Pushes you through the culvert. How is our torch blowing out? In here. We're inside. And our torch keeps blowing out. Like that. Oh, and I just used a match. It blew out, and then I was holding the button to extinguish it, and a match just lit, guys. That is not right. That is messed up. We just wasted a match. Dang it. That sucks. Alright, let's get back. I think that's a bug. We should have complete wind protection in there. Our torch should not be blowing out. That's crazy. Okay, we just used a match. Fortunately, we're doing okay for matches. And, you know, we haven't looted the Mountaineer's hut. And I think there's even more matches here that are even guaranteed. There's a chance that our wolf that we killed may despawn in this blizzard. In the morning, he might be gone. But for now, we've got enough meat. We should be all right. This will give us a chance to see how warm we are with that hole in the roof. See if we can warm up. Man, it is so dark. Okay, all of this is cooked, right? Cooked meat. I think I'll just eat this. was a little piece. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, so dark. We are actually warming up. Can't see much of what is going on here. I could use the lantern, I guess. Probably dropped it, didn't I? No, I still have it. Okay, let's take a look. So we gotta harvest these bags of meat before we go to bed. And the rabbit as well. Little rabbit. We'll take the water. Let's put the meat outside. You know what? We'll grab this. Got a 100% sewing kit. Okay, the guts. I guess we'll cure these over here. Do a little bit of organizing. You know what? I'll just pick everything up. I left kind of a mess here. I put them at an angle like that because it makes it easier to spot. Doesn't blend in quite so much with the floorboards. Okay, I've got a nice supply of guts. Got some meat.
Barely walked with this much gear.
Let's put the meat outside. Okay, move the fat over here. Maybe. Okay, guess we could look around. Nothing in there. Got a journal page. You can read that if you like. Over here we've got a gun book. Granola bar.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
There's our matches. Another granola bar. Ooh, chocolate bar too. Scrawled message. Corpse with computer found. These coordinates can't be a local. Pitiable. But no one will be able to check that out. Okay, let's put out our lantern. We'll do some harvesting in the dark.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Let's get a drink first of all. Okay, harvesting in the dark is real exciting stuff, so I'll probably actually just end up skipping this so you don't have to watch me. It might take a minute or two. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, I got all the meat harvested up. I put it all outside. Harvested the rabbit, put the gut and the hide to cure. I organized just a little bit, dropped some heavy items like the tools, stuff like that. I think we're ready for bed. So I'm going to get a drink here. We've got a blizzard, so I probably don't want to sleep straight through the night, but I have, I have a lot of confidence it'll be warm. So it already feels like 17 degrees, plus we have the bed warmth. You know what? I might just go for it. Let's do 5 hours at a time. Let's try that. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. We've survived 66 days. We're still quite tired. But, we got some daylight. I wonder if we should take advantage of this. We do need to get that wolf harvested, but also I would like to finish crafting our, what is that? Oh man, my brain. The moose hide satchel, that's it. I have it in my inventory, right? Why can't... Here we go. Moosehide satchel. We need a cured gut. We had a cured gut. Did I leave it here? It might be on the ground, or I may put it in here. There it is. Got the cured gut. Let's see how much time it takes to finish Moosehide satchel. It's going to take 8 hours. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go get the wolf. We'll leave the gut here. We're going to leave the moosehide satchel here. Oh, there's not enough room, I guess. We can put it in this little container here with our extra cloth. Let's sort by weight. I know it was heavy. There we go. 5 kilos. Wow. It'd be nice to get rid of that. Drop some of this water. And see if we can go harvest that wolf. I'll leave a little bit of thirst for us. Okay. Let's drop some water here. We're at 37 out of 34 kilos. Can't wait to get that backpack and the satchel. That'd be nice. We don't need all this food. Boy, we're up to 28 cattails again. That was nice. 28 cattails. We're going to need that for the vitamin C. For now, let's drop these porridge out here. Right there. There's our pile of meat and the fat. Looks like we do have a storm coming in. So it looks like I might be working on the satchel anyway. Let's get inside. Okay, we've got a blizzard. So we'll spend a little time working on the satchel. Let's go for 2 hours. Storm is still going on. Do another hour. Let's get a drink. We have 5 hours remaining. Our sewing kit's getting low. What time is it? You know what? I'm just going to go for it. Let's do 5 hours. Do you have enough food? We should have enough, but just in case. It's too bad it's so cold outside, or I could crouch and work on the satchel from outside. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I might run out of thirst here. There we go. Moosehide satchel is done. And we're exhausted. Let's take a look at it. So we're going to have to use that in one of these slots here. Instead of the improvised insulation, do the moosehide satchel. A simple moosehide satchel lightens the load for a weary traveler. Weighs 0.25 kilograms, which is a huge change from that 5 kilograms while we were crafting it. It was quite heavy. I think we probably want it on the inside here. Let's go ahead and wear that. And then the other insulation, we'll hang on to it for now. But that has really lightened our load. We can now carry, well, we got a plus 10 kilos. Got our well-fed bonus plus the satchel. Unfortunately, we're pretty tired now, so it's showing pretty low maximum capacity at the moment. But that's just because we're so tired. Let's go see if we can retrieve this wolf. And then up there, guys, right in the center of the screen, that is the plane wreck. Do hope to get up there at some point. Do some looting. Okay, well, we had a storm last night, so you know what that means? We got fresh supply of sticks. For some reason, my sound is bugged, I've noticed. But you can't hear the sticks getting picked up. I hope that doesn't mean my computer's going to crash. That sometimes happens. Alright, let's go see if we can find that wolf. We might run into the bear. Just keep our eyes open. Don't see any wolves out on the lake today. Just the crows. Okay, well, we're going to get some good sleep tonight. And then in the morning... Wait, what is going on? It might just be a rock. I thought I saw a dark shadow. Like the bear. Okay, here's our wolf kill. Let's get some feathers. Maybe. I don't see any. Got one feather. Okay. We're going to get down low. Hopefully we don't get too cold doing this. Should just take a half hour to get all this meat. And we're cold. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Dropped all the meat. No sign of the bear. I don't want to get a fire started, but I'm afraid I might have to. 28 minutes. Ooh. Hypothermia risk. Okay, it's pretty low. We're going to sleep tonight. Ooh, how do we want to do this? 28 minutes. I might go for it, guys. We're going to take some damage here. We shouldn't get hypothermia, though. It's just a half hour. Come on. Okay. Let's take a look at our hypothermia risk. It's pretty low. We did take some damage.
I can't be far behind.
But we got what we came for. I don't need the guts. I do want the meat. I wanted the hide. And we are good to go. Beautiful sunset here at Crystal Lake. Let's get back to safety. At some point, I do want to get the roast hips that are in this little area here. Okay, so yeah, in the morning, let's see, we're going to go to sleep tonight.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Should rest up nicely. And then in the morning, I think we're going to just head straight to Ash Canyon. We're going to leave all of the loot containers behind. I'll have to check them later, I think. Nice little cabin here, right by the lake. Would be nice to do a bit of fishing. But I'm feeling the call to get to Ash Canyon. There are so many cattails in Ash Canyon. It's going to provide us with some vitamin C, so I don't particularly feel like we have to get the fish right now here. Ooh, stars are coming out. Okay, we've got a load of meat. We can drop the raw meat. Yeah, so quiet. No sound effects. Let's eat up. Get some sleep. We can put our bow away. Okay, let's go inside. Nice. Now, before we go to sleep, we want to switch back to our insulation instead of the moose hide satchel, just to give us a little bit extra warmth if I'm going to gamble and try to sleep through the night.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Is there anything else we need to craft? You know what? I probably should just go to sleep. Probably the best option. Get rested up for tomorrow. It's nice we're getting these guts cured. If I can get my hands on some scrap metal, then we can craft some fishing hooks and make some tip-ups, things like that. So that will be nice. Okay, so for tomorrow, we have a nice amount of torches. Got 11 sticks. Let's drop our bad torches right here. Drop those. And then the sticks, we can make a little pile right here. Before I forget, we do want to switch our insulation for the satchel, just to give us that extra bit of warmth while we sleep. Yeah, I think we just want to go to sleep, right? I'm like right on the verge. Like I feel like we need to do something a little bit more before I go to sleep, because otherwise,
I'm not sure I can carry much
oh well,
more.
let's just go to sleep. Let's get a drink. We should be plenty warm tonight, guys, because we had that blizzard last night. So I'm going to go the whole 10 hours. A little bit risky. But we got our warm clothes. Let's go for it. I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning. It's still quite late. Actually, the sun's just coming up. But let's get a drink. I might sleep a little bit longer. We're not fully rested yet. Let's sleep just a little bit longer. Probably only go for a couple hours. All right, good morning. Woke up fully rested. Sun is up. I think today is go day. So we head to Ash Canyon. Let's check our inventory before we take off. You know, we may as well, we could leave some matches here, because we have to come back this way anyway. I'll leave 2 boxes of matches here. It's still going to leave us with plenty of matches. I might leave some miscellaneous items here, like the birch bark. Let's see. Oh, did I forget to drop the... I did. Fresh wolf pelt. Of course I forgot to drop it. Here we go. Got 2 wolf pelts curing. I'm more concerned about the deer hide and the rabbit hide than the wolf pelt. But, you know, it is kind of a shame I forgot to do that. Are any of these cured? That one's 90% cured. Oh, that one's cured. I'm trying to think if we need that for anything. I will put it in the drawer here just to kind of protect it from deteriorating. We've got 1 piece of cloth. I wonder, maybe I should take another. We'll take 2 just in case. We can leave the mushrooms, I guess. We've already got 3 reishi teas prepared. We're going to leave the old man's beard. We do still have the wound dressing. Maybe I'll leave a tea here. Can leave that here. And how much water do we have? Did I drop a bunch of water here? No, we've just been going through it so fast. Oh, that's not good. I will leave half a liter. Ooh, got a little bit of lag going on there. I'm going to save our progress. I really don't want my game to crash. Especially if we're heading out. Okay. Do we want to leave any food here? Could leave a coffee. Could leave the soda. Should we leave any oats? Yeah, I'll leave. Let's see, those are half a kilogram. Leave those here. Could put those on the shelf, actually. Make it look nice. Do a little bit of decorating, I guess. We'll put the other tea over here with the food. Some weary traveler may stumble through this door. Got the matches here. Get a fire started. They got the teas, a little bit of nutrition, and the meat outside. So that's kind of nice. Feel good about that. Taking care of our potential fellow survivors. Okay. Last opportunity to check what we want to bring. Those are pretty lightweight. I may as well just bring those. We probably need the rose hips for vitamin C. Got plenty of torches. How many arrows do I have? 8. Got 8 arrows. No, 9. Let's sort alphabetically. That's probably the better. So 8, 9, 10. I got 10 simple arrows. That should be enough. If we wanted to, we could make more, because in the drawer here we do have feathers, arrowheads, and arrow shaft. You know what, maybe I'll craft one more. Let's craft one more arrow. It takes like 45 minutes, I think, or something. Simple arrow. No, an hour and a half. Oh, we gotta have tools. That's right. There we go. Takes it down to just a little over an hour. We'll craft one. Who knows where our adventures are going to take us next. Might be nice to have an extra arrow. Oh, and guess what? Now we've got a storm. So in that case, we'll craft another simple arrow. Yeah, let's just do both of them, I guess. Okay, let's unload this. 6 feathers. I'll probably hang on to those if we need to make fire-hardened arrows. Where's the arrowheads? We'll leave those here. Let's drop this. Okay, sounds like the wind has finally stopped. The condition of our hacksaw, I think it's 76%. Okay, nice. I feel good about that. Oh boy, let's leave this behind. 3%. Wow. We do have a 100% one. We've got our book. We only want to take one book with us, though. We'll take the archery book. Drop the fishing book. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Do we need a pry bar? Yeah, I'll take it, I guess. Trying to think if there's anywhere I need that. There's no buildings. Might possibly be a bunker somewhere. Somebody mentioned there's a bunker. I don't know, guys. I don't think it's worth taking. There's not going to be any cars to open. I'm going to leave it. It's a whole kilogram.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We're going to leave it. Leaving the pry bar. Okay. Let's get a drink. Save our progress. Get some food. Maybe I'll eat the cattails. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's just go. We are setting out. On our way to Ash Canyon. Any predators out today? Maybe the bear. Well, guys, you know what? I think this is where we're going to call it an episode. If you come this far, I would like to say thank you for coming along with me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take a minute, press the like button. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to leave a comment, say hello. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.